Alright, hello. Now, a few months ago, I had finished Fractured Worlds, and A1s told me to play his map, Legion of the Balls of Steel. And I had to save scum through it. So I played Flotsam and Haste instead. And now I came back to it. So let's see how that went. So this first part is different in two ways. For one, I'm circling clockwise, and for two, I waited a little while with the Lost Souls to pull the Cybers closer to me so I would have an out. And I'm not even attempting to go that way. So right away, we're doing different stuff than I did a month or two ago. So there are some dehack changes we can talk about while I run around here. One being that vials revive each other. So you have to kill all of them at once, or you're not actually making progress. Sometimes you have to pass through, and it's like, well, I gotta kill some of them so that I don't insta-die. So yeah, we almost perished here. This map really felt impossible only a month or two ago. Another dehack change, well, I guess I'll keep talking about the vial. It can revive everything. Lost Souls, Pain Elementals, other vials, Cyber Demons, Cybruisers, everything. Next obvious change is the Cybruiser. So instead of Spider Demons, I don't know if Spider Demons exist in any capacity or not. Whatever the case, they've been dehacked into the Cybruiser. He's just like the one from Valiant, except he has 1,000 health instead of 500. Or at least it feels like 1,000. It could be slightly more or slightly less. And Pain Elementals, Lost Souls, or just Lost Souls generally, have less health. I think it's 60. So yeah. At this point, we're just doing cleanup. I probably could have done this faster if I didn't really bother with cleanup, but I was trying to win. Oh, and some of the weapons are changed, which we'll see later. The cleanup here isn't automatic, you know. Because with all the damaging floor and Pain Elementals and Cybers, you could get caught pretty easily and then you die. Or just every time you're in the Toxic, well, that's more damage you're taking. And there are a finite number of megas. He gives you a lot, but they're not infinite. So the next wave is pretty interesting. The Archvile areas from before get refilled. And there are also going to be lots of revs, Cybruisers, you know, everything. And you get to choose. There are 3 switches where the vials were before, and whichever one you hit last, that's where you're going to be when the new wave comes in. So the way I set it up, I do it so that I can approach the switch I just hit. I want to be able to BFG everyone there. I've just tried it with the others, and it's been the best route. See how I go around here and avoid Pain Elemental spawns? And I'm just like, we gotta kill these guys fast, so, even though it's super risky. And I got lucky there, I really did on that missile. And then over here, honestly I made a mistake. I wasn't supposed to go this way, but I got away with it because I had killed all the vials on the other side so that they didn't get revived. And then over here you get some vials. And I heard that last one go wub wub wub, so I knew that was clear. And now we almost circle strafe, but I still can't go to the largest archvile section because, as it turns out, some of them had survived on the top. So we're going to be doing some J turns in this sort of half of the arena. With these vials, I feel a little more confident killing than the ones upstairs. So what I do, I just go into this little spot, and then I head out. And we're going to be going back and forth like that for a while. So playing this on Wolf, because I use controller, Wolf doesn't accurately reflect the kill count because it'll add to the denominator whenever a monster gets revived. And it doesn't notice if a lost soul gets revived. So lost souls getting revived adds to the denominator, but killing them doesn't add to the kill count. So I just kind of had to trust David's monster closets and hope I was good. And I played back the demo on DSDA, and it is good. DSDA counts correctly. As much as it's all about the beginning, you still got to be good here. You get caught on the pain elementals, you run into a rocket, you get smacked by like 60 homing missiles from behind. We're still on the edge this entire time. Even if you do have a handle on things. I don't know why I was being so goofy with that. Oh, no, that is actually a thing. So, see how I'm, like, facing forwards and then turning to shoot? I know it seems like an obvious thing to a lot of pro doomers. But there's only a skill I picked up on relatively recently. Look where you're going! And turn towards the cyber demons. You want to see ahead of you, and you want to see the cyber demons. But you also want to, shoot where you want to shoot. So just make that sharp turn. Like, I can't just face left and turn and go to the right. I need to look where I'm going. It's good for basically preventing lost souls, rockets, and stuff. And just not running into walls. Yeah, it's small stuff like that that needs to be more automatic as I play more maps like this. So this will be the first video I've posted in a little while. I'm going to be posting the rest of Flotsam as I get around to recording the commentary. And I've been playing NoSP2 lately. And the first 9 levels were actually pretty doable. 10th level seems really hard, and I kind of want to wait to play it until DSGA has controller support so that I get the better kill count. Because it has the same Lost Soul thing. So I thought I would play this in the meantime. Well, actually, the Wolf mods, or devs, were asking me for a demo of the kill count not working from Lost Souls. And I wasn't able to get that far in NoSP2, but I know there are Lost Souls and Archfiles at the start of this, so I tried it. And I realized, wow, when I first played this a few months ago, I was dying over and over and over instantly, even while saving a lot. But now, it only took me like 3 tries, and I was able to get relatively far. So let's really practice it. And it's not a long map. There are only 3 fights, really. the first two waves in this room that we just saw, and now we're doing cleanup for. Then a little anti-cheese archvile thing, which barely counts, and then the final encounter, which is pretty spicy. Obviously, if you're cool, you can just ignore these lost souls. So now we just gotta do cleanup. So remember, vials can resurrect each other. So I'm sitting here like, wait, how do I even kill these last couple vials? Because I can't, you know, slowly take them out one at a time or anything. They all gotta go. So let's pre-fire and stack and just, yeah, see how I'm shooting really far? And then I go in. So that way, you know, we just get more BFGs. And it works out. And we have the extra megasphere just in case. Now we can hit the switch and we can leave. This fight isn't hard, it's just anti-cheese. It can get out of hand, I suppose, if you mess it up, but don't mess it up. So the next room we're gonna get the infinite rocket launcher. It's a weapon 8 replacement, so it has no knockback. And it's an infinite rocket launcher. It shoots really fast, it shoots rockets. It's also a small room with lots of pain elementals, so yeah. So obviously I want to deal with the pains first. The weaker lost souls does make a pretty big difference here. So the pain elementals start around here by the invuln, and then the main enemies, Revs, Hell Knights, Imps, spawn by the megaspheres. So my plan is stand by one mega and shoot the main enemies. And then once I'm stuck, or once I gotta get out, then I go to the other side. It makes their pathing pretty bad. Like, bad for them, good for me. And after about a minute, which I realized, oh, I didn't time it, cybers show up. But about 30-40 seconds is when these lost souls show up. And since I just forgot to pay attention to how long it was, I just kind of guessed, and I was pretty good about the timing. So all of these smaller monsters are just kind of die on their own from splash damage and stuff. So really what we want to do is have our super rocket launcher do enough damage to the cybers that I don't need to spend as much ammo on them. But as it turned out, I had taken the invuln early and like barely seen those cybers. So I'm like, okay, I haven't killed much of them at all, so I just gotta run. And that means getting smacked in the face. But I had enough cells that I was able to get out and escape to another mega, which is really good that I had both of them. Or that I had the extra one, not both. And now we can circle strafe, so we basically win as long as we don't blow ourselves up on a lost soul. Which even then wouldn't be an insta-kill. Yeah, see, I'm not really shooting on that side of the area. Yeah, and that's it. Cool map. I guess I'll consider playing Spectrum of the Balls of Steel soon. But that's probably much harder. I had some trouble finding the door. Oh yeah, and the infinite rocket launcher messes with your shell capacity. It's weird. Okay. Bye.